Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Wait 20. Must 56. Hey, watch the screen. Shadow.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You. 56 to Mike. Shadow. Check 56. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 1st down, here's Breida. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We're scoreless after 1. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15. Some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his parka to the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston at Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver. But these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
72. Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. All day. Easy.
Brady to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Let's go on. No, 66.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And Sanders has got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 1, Omaha. 21. 22 Jet Bombers.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle as the first half is winding down. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The final shot before half for Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched a shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. This is Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check, 154.
It's now second and 6.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
White.
This is Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 23. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
21. Watch twist. Check 13.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Hey, Check 99. Check.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A beautiful fake. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Edelman was the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Brady hitting Dorsett complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They will run again with Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. 21.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Breida. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.